Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I know I've been kind of away for about a week now, and that was just because of different reasons, but I am back now, so hopefully I will have a couple new videos this week talking about some different issues within the YouTube community. But today we're going to be talking about 4 different topics, all kind of relating to Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson once again, obviously, because that seems to be the only thing that people are really talking about. I mean, there are other things, but this is like the thing that is carrying the most amount of weight and taking up the most amount of space in the YouTube commentary drama community. Before we get into the 4 topics, make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are down below in the description as always. Make sure you are and subscribing to this video if you want, and share it with your friends and family as well. Greatly appreciate you doing all of those things, and with all of that out of the way, we are going to jump right into our first topic today. So our first topic is all about James Charles. So yesterday on July, or maybe 2 days ago on July 4th, or no, maybe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday on July 5th. James tweeted out, "I always get paparazzi'd at the worst times, LMAO. It's 97 degrees out and I'm literally wearing hoodie and sweats, melting while waiting in line for a food truck." And then this other video also came out from this guy basically claiming he had exclusive content from James Charles addressing the Tati Shane Jeffree situation, and all of this seems to match up. What James was wearing in his Instagram story and this video seem to match up. I know a lot of people were saying this was fake. I personally believe it's real. It wasn't really anything because this guy just kind of walks up to James Charles with a camera in his face and starts asking him all of these questions about Tati, about Shane. Specifically, he really goes to Shane and says, "Did you know any of this, or have you talked to him?" James says a couple of times, like, "I don't want to talk about any of this right now." He does say that he thinks people should be allowed to grow, but be held accountable for actions. It really wasn't anything that serious or anything that was like super exclusive. It was just someone running up to James Charles, and James sounded even a little shocked and surprised because he says, like, "How did you find me here?" It felt weird watching the video because this guy just literally runs up to him and with a camera and is like, "So, tell me all of this personal stuff you have going on that's possibly becoming a legal case as well." Really invasive, and I didn't like it. And I don't really like, obviously paparazzi and that kind of like really intrusive investigative journalism. It just seemed weird. That is kind of James' stance right now. There are rumors that him and Tati are going to film a follow-up video to Breaking My Silence, so maybe that's going to come out in the future, but I think James' best bet is to stay silent right now until something does actually happen, some sort of legal proceedings or something. This whole story for me is just kind of on pause until something else comes out, whether that be a statement from Shane, a statement from Jeffree, which we'll get to, but it doesn't seem like Jeffree is putting out any sort of statements. So next up, Trisha Paytas is, of course, doing the most, as she always does. So I have a screenshot here of Trisha's. These are some of her latest videos from up to 2 days ago. Once Tati released her video, Trisha released Tati Dumb as Hell. Basically, in that video, she confirms everything that Tab David said in his video about Trisha, or about the Jeffree Trisha situation, is true. So Trisha's was I lying before to try to protect Jeffree, but in this video she says Jeffree and I are not friends, he's not a good person, he said a lot of awful things to me on that Valentine's Day trip, that is why I left, and those DMs are true. So I guess it was true that Trisha was scared of Jeffree, but now she feels as though she can speak out, and Trisha is really mad because she's standing by Shane. She is completely 100% on Shane's side, and she's pissed that Jeffree is not defending Shane in any sort of way. She's also had some issues with Gabbie Hanna, and she's been posting these weird videos trying to like expose the Vlog Squad for being racist, which definitely some of the things that they said are problematic, and that should not be swept under the rug. You could see from the screenshot that all of these videos are weird. Some people were saying it seems like she maybe is on some sort of substance. She's tweeted that she hasn't done any sort of substance since December and that she's been clean and sober since then. Personally, to me, it just kind of seems like a distraction, take away from all of the heat on Shane right now, because Trisha is a troll. That's what she became famous for. She still does it all the time, even though a lot of the times it's super problematic what she is doing. So this, to me, just seems really desperate and really crazy and just something that Trisha would totally do. And I think Trisha is super, super problematic in her own right. She said a lot of bad things, and she's one of those people that like seems to never be able to really be canceled, or she just seems to always get away with it. And so these things, people are just like, okay, whatever, Trisha being Trisha. But all of this is connected in some sort of way, including my next story, which is Gabbie Hanna deleting all of her social media. So Gabbie and Trisha were feuding for a long time. Gabbie was feuding with like the whole internet and like drama channels and YouTube. We all remember that. You know, I'll link some videos above about it. Gabbie deleted nearly 40 million views from her channel. And she claims that these videos are Shane Dawson related and she did not want them up anymore. Gabbie has deleted her Instagram, her Twitter. It's not there anymore. Gabbie also tweeted before she deleted that like she's scared for her life, and it's just, this whole situation is so complicated and so many things are weaved together. It really is not making a lot of sense to me anymore. Like, it's hard to keep track of so many things because like every day something new was coming up. Like the other day, it seems like the Dolan twins have denounced Jeffree Star, and like it's just like every single day something new is happening. Gabbie is completely wiping herself off the face of the earth, which I think is good for her. I think she needs to go. Really not doing well those last couple of weeks. There's that clip of her from Box of Thoughts released. It was the episode titled Enough, and she's literally going off. Like, she is yelling and screaming, and she should go. Like, good for you, Gabbie. You should be gone. And I'm not saying that like in a rude sort of way. I'm saying that in a way like she's not doing well. Moving on though to kind of our last and final story. Jeffree Star is completely unbothered by this whole situation. So he was claiming to be on a trip with his grandmother who was 103, but the picture he posted to Instagram about it was actually a picture that he posted to Twitter previously back in January of this year. So people were saying like, obviously that's a lie. There's also some inconsistencies with his grandmother's age. Sometimes she's 101, 102, 103, just 100. Sometimes she's born in June, sometimes she's born in July. And the age thing I can see a little bit because like in videos he just says like my 100-year-old grandmother, and he says it a lot. And then in the description, he also says that she's turning 100. And this was last year, I believe, in 2019 or maybe in 2018. But even that doesn't make sense because this year she would be 103. So it's just weird. You know, it's very inconsistent. The same day or maybe the day after that he claimed to be doing this, he was seen taking photos with fans in California. And then he also appeared in this video by the Strad Man, who was like a car YouTuber. And the title is Jeffree Star bought my Toyota Supra wide body. I have no idea what that is. You can see in the video, like they go to Jeffree Star's house, and this video was posted 5 days ago, which is around the same time he said he was flying to Wisconsin for his grandmother. So like, what is the truth? Jeffree is lying about all of this, and he has not said any sort of statement about anything going on. There's also some rumors going around that Killer Merch, which is the store that Jeffree goes through by selling his merchandise and what Shane has been selling his merchandise through, wanted Jeffree to cut ties with Shane. Apparently, like, they couldn't reach a decision, but Killer Merch just the other day tweeted out that they're having a restock of Shane's merchandise, so clearly they're not getting rid of Shane. They're not doing anything like that. Shane is still being sold on the website and his things are still going to be out there. So I guess Jeffree is sticking by Shane. Really unclear. There's also the whole thing with Jeffree being a partner, investor, owner, or whatever of Morphe, because Tati said in her video that she believes that Jeffree is. Morphe has said that he's not, but there's this video of Jeffree saying like, I'm an investor in Morphe brushes, blah blah blah, from like a couple years ago. Is he a silent partner? Is Morphe trying to cover it up? Because Morphe got rid of all of Shane's makeup from their website, but they're still selling all of Jeffree's makeup, which, side note, I know I've claimed that like I don't like Jeffree Star, and I don't, and this is gonna sound rude, but his makeup packaging is ugly as hell. Like, it is disgusting. It looks so cheap. I'm sorry if you like Jeffree Star. I really truly apologize. I'm not trying to attack you if you like his makeup, but it looks trash. It looks like complete trash. And that's just my humble opinion. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments down below. But that is what I think about this. But clearly Jeffree does not care about any of this. He is just living his life. Has not posted a video in I think almost 2 weeks now since that whole weird Tinder date, which conveniently was with a person of color. So obviously that was something. There's also all of these rumors that a lot of drama channels have been alleging the last 2 days. PR person was hired by Jeffree and Shane to kind of clean up their image and clean up this whole situation for them. He claims that he is not, and that situation, if you want, obviously I'm not involved. I'm not a huge channel to be reached out to anything like that. So go ahead and watch some other videos. I think Dustin Daly has done a video about it. Nick Snyder at The Viewer's Voice. I think they actually did their videos together now that I'm remembering it. I think Ashley Kyle mentioned it, maybe Sanders Kennedy. I actually don't remember. There's a couple of videos floating around from like a day or two ago about it. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you want more information about that whole situation. But as of right now, that's unconfirmed and being denied by people involved. So if that PR person to help them with this whole crisis event is actually hired, they're not being public about it, so we're just gonna have to see. But that's all of the quick stories. I know this was a quicker kind of video today. It's just because all of these topics, like, nothing major has come out. It's just kind of still the fallout and the ripple effects from Tati's video the other day and kind of some of the follow-up information that people are getting. Yeah, I will leave that one video about James Charles linked down below in the description if you do want to watch it and decide for yourselves how you feel about it. Like I said, I felt very uncomfortable. It felt very intrusive. As I said in the beginning of the video, make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram, and make sure you are commenting, and subscribing to this channel if you would like. I'm not going to tell you what to do, and I would love you forever if you share this video so that way more people can find out what we're talking about over here and join our conversation in the comments down below. So yeah, that's all I have. I will see you with a new video on Wednesday. I don't know what video. I have two kind of thinking about making, so hopefully one of those will be out on Wednesday, and then of course another video that will definitely be related to kind of this week's drama on Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.